What's up, my totally awesome start over. Hello, every meow. No, I regretted that immediately. Holy sh**. Why is it so hard? It should be so easy and I can't even... Cookie Run. Whether it's Oven Breaker Kingdom, this mobile game has stolen the hearts of many. In Kingdom specifically, a handful of cookies you can obtain are referred to as ancients. They are older, rare cookies of great folklore. They've been around so long, in fact, that some may say their marks on the Great Earth Bread are more permanent than any other cookie. But if age and experience is all that contributes to these cookies' prowess, then can any cookie, even, say, a commoner, become as great as these legends with time? Hiya all my colorful hooligans, my name is Neko, my pronouns are they, them, and welcome to the first ever episode of Crumb Corner, an art and design based Cookie Run Kingdom inspired series that, starting now, will be uploaded bi-weekly to my channel on Mondays. Our topics will range from new cookie designs to other artists joining me for shenanigans, and if you paid attention to the intro, changing current cookie designs. That's right, today we're going to be turning a common cookie into an ancient one. And not just any common cookie will do for the first episode of Crumb Corner. No, today we will be diving headfirst into danger with the bravest cookie around, GingerBrave. Now, before we get started designing an ancient GingerBrave, let's go over the difference between common cookies and ancients, and the main points of interest in GingerBrave's design. Ancient cookies to me are self-explanatory. Ancient implies old. These cookies have aged, and with experience comes powerful allies for your cookie teams. They are detailed, and I often find people that don't play the game think these characters aren't even cookies. I mean, have you seen some of these guys? They look almost human. That's a human person. Common cookies are quite the opposite. They are freshly baked, simple, bare minimum details used to explain their namesake. GingerBrave specifically is called GingerBrave because he's the base gingerbread man that everyone else in the game comes from. So, if he's the base, does he not have any defining features? I mean, aside from that award-winning smile. Ugh. GingerBrave has 3 defining features that will need to be kept so he's still recognizable. His iconic hair shape, his 2 buttons, and his ever-defensive candy cane. As long as we keep these, we should be fairly faithful to the design that we started with. So, let's get started on the speed paint. I would also like to state that when making my cookies, I will try to avoid copying the looks of other cookies that already exist, because I really hate when DevSys does that. You can see me later change the scarf that I originally give to GingerBrave here to a fluffy lining later on, because I think this reminds me too much of Wizard Cookie. GingerBrave is the hero of Earthbread, one of pure heart and brave enough to know when he's in over his head and needs to run. For that, I gave him a large red cape and a golden heart motif to better fit with the round bumps of his hair, and changed the button designs to something less weird than a skull. My friend thinks he has those because the witches made him, and obviously they would decorate him with spooks, but it just sticks out as a weird detail to me when he holds a candy cane. Like, that's 2 clashing holidays, mate. I gave him a ton of bandages because after years and years of running, one is bound to fall many times. And finally, for the pièce de résistance, his candy cane, which I actually struggled with for a bit. I thought about turning it into a heart-shaped staff, or a sword, and then I remembered that common little thing everyone does with candy canes where they sharpen one end before they eat it. If the candy cane is withered to time, as with the ancient cookie, then of course the end would be pointy. And I gave him a little handle just in case the cane starts to get sticky in its old age. Aside from that, all of the ancients have a full head of hair, so keeping the bangs as the rounded shape he always had, I implied that over the years, GingerBrave has probably just grown out his hair. And honestly, I think it looks good like that. Helps his maturity poke through the very childish design of a cookie. And with some line coloring to better match the style of Cookie Run Kingdom and some canvas adjustment, he was done. I had a lot of fun making this GingerBrave and this video, so I can't wait to get started on my new one for the next episode. That being said, feel free to tell me in the comments what common cookie you'd like me to change next. While you're down there, maybe hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. The little thumbs up also helps a real whole ton. And if you really want to be prepared for the next episode, you can even ring the little bell next to the subscribe button and you'll get notifications from my channel. And I think that should be everything. Have a colorful day, you hooligans. Keep on running.